Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Up kind of early. Had to get last night off, so went to my assembly yesterday. Got some spiritual food, much needed spiritual food. So I'm well, I'm awake this morning, so I'm gonna clock in some videos. It's been a minute because right now I'm temporarily without internet, so bear with me. I'm not getting the videos out as fast as I should because I don't have any internet, but pretty soon I'm going to be getting some internet back, so bear with me. In the meantime, I got to do the best I can. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of reading lately. I love to read. I love to read. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I've always loved to read. Um, and so I've been doing a lot of reading um, and reading is good. Reading is good because you learn a lot of things through reading. Um, if you want to know something, you know, there's a book on everything, just about everything. And Google, you can find out a lot on Google, but sometimes it's better to just, if you want to really get detailed information about something, it's better to just go get a book and just actually read about it. And I just love reading. I like reading all kinds of books. I like reading novels. I like reading informational books, inspirational books, spiritual. Of course, my spiritual reading. Um, I've been reading biographies, a lot of biographies, different biographies and everything. Um, Kind of get a background on some of the celebrities and how they started out and all that kind of stuff. So that's interesting. Um, Plus, my job, I get a little bit of downtime. So um, I get my downtime instead of spending a lot of time on my phone. That's my way of taking my technology breaks. I take a little technology breaks. So that's my way of taking my technology breaks. Um, just kind of, take a little bit of a break from the social media and just, it's nice to just pick up a book and just read and just give myself a little break. And, I got my downtime at work. So, um, that's a good opportunity for me to catch up on some reading and everything. But I just absolutely love to read and I love books. I just love books. But anyway, I was reading this book. I was at the library and it kind of caught my eye. And it's called I'm Judging You by Luve Ajay. I can't pronounce her name. I think she's African. Luve Ajay. That's the best I can do. It's called I'm Judging You. I decided to do a book review on this book, and it's a very, very good read. Um, she's she's talking about different things in this book. She's talking about social media. Um, this basically some of the things that a lot of people are thinking. She's saying the things that people are thinking, but they're not. They don't say it. That's what I like about this book. She's expressing and talking about a lot of the things that people are thinking. And so she's talking about social media and social media etiquette. And uh, I'm not going to give you a full detail of what the book is about because, I want you to go out and read it. But it's a really good read. I mean, I love a book. I don't know about you guys, but when I read a book, if I can't put that book down, I want to be able to not put a book down because here over the past 3 weeks, I've been running through like 2 books a week because I'm a fast reader and I've been running through like 2 books a week. So if it's a really good read, I love a book that I can't put down. I love a book that I can be reading it. Like if I'm at work, I read it, put it down, go do some work because I can kind of do things at my own pace for the exception of checking my residence, because there's some residents that I have to check every 2 hours. So for the exception of checking my residence, my cleaning and everything that I have to do, I can kind of do spread it out throughout the 8 hours, and I can kind of do it at my own pace. So I can read, put it down, go do something, then come back, pick it up, read again. I mean, literally not be able to put the book down. I love a book like that. I just can't put it down. And this is a good read. She's talking about, um, like I said, she's talking about social media. She's talking about um, cleanliness and all different kind of things in here. Just she's basically saying what a lot of people are thinking, and I'm trying to get some examples in here. And she's talking about people's behavior on the internet and stuff like that. Facebook etiquette, and she's basically going into people oversharing on Facebook, and she's talking about that, and um, it's just really interesting some of the things she talks about in this book, and it's really a good read. She's talking about I love her views on religion. How she's basically on religion. She's basically talking about how people are so can have the tendency to get very judgmental in religion. Um, that in that people in various religions have the tendency to be judgmental. And basically, the point that she makes is that we're all sinners and we all fall short. So it doesn't make any sense to be judging anybody. So I love her interesting take that she has on religion. The chapter she's talking about religion. She keeping it real. I like it. I like it when people. I like to read books that when people are keeping it 100 and they're keeping it real. That's what I love about this book because she keeps it real in this book. I mean, she just keeps it 100. And some I find myself just reading different things and just laughing and saying, that's what I be thinking. And so she basically is saying things that a lot of people be thinking, but they don't say it. And she's got a chapter where she's talking about racism. I'm not going to tell you what she titled it because it has a cuss word in it. But she's talking about racism and how it's just people. It's just stupid. This is what I've always expressed in my videos about racism. Racism is stupid. I mean, it's just dumb. Um, and she basically talking about black people, everything that we have to go through as black people, and all this kind of stuff, and um, racism, prejudice, and everything like that. And she's kind of breaking it down, kind of giving her own take about racism and everything. It's really really interesting. Um, um, so she's got an interesting take about that, and she's talking about a lot of different things on here. Just she's just keeping it 100, and then that's what I love about this book. It's just that she keeps it so real in here, and she's talking about plastic surgery. Um, excuse me, kind of trying to get over this cold. I feel like I've had a cold for 3 weeks and still got a little bit of a cough, so excuse me. But she's talking about people getting uh, plastic surgery and stuff like that. She's got an interesting take on that, and different types of friends. She's got a chapter where she's talking about friends and everything, different types of friends, and um, in adequate manners and things like that. I just love it. She's really social media etiquette, and she's got a chapter here where she's talking about weight and how people are rude when they make comments about weight. Um, I agree with her 100%. When people, she says she's always been naturally skinny, and people make comments to her about her weight, and it's just rude and disrespectful to make comments about anybody's weight. It's just disrespectful. I've always thought it was rude. I know when I had the extra weight on me, people would make comments about my weight, and I just thought that was just totally disrespectful. Who does that? You know, I just think it's disrespectful to make comments about people's weight. Whether the person is skinny or because that person, if that person is very, very skinny, I mean, that's the point that she was making because she's always been naturally skinny. Um, that might be a situation where that person might be trying to gain weight, and then you're making comments to them about them being skinny. It's just as insulting as calling someone that's overweight fat. It's just as insulting. And so I was saying when I was losing the weight, of course I'm not losing it very fast, but I said when I get down to my goal weight, because I carry my weight really well. So when I get down to my goal weight, I may look smaller than what my weight is. And so I said I said if somebody calls me skinny, they're gonna get beat up. Not really. I'm not really. I'm not really gonna beat them up, but you know, they better not call me skinny. I don't because to me, if you say someone is skinny, that just equates. When I hear the word skinny, I hear you have no figure. You have no butt and you have no figure. That's what I hear when I hear the word skinny. I said if I get down to my goal weight, nobody better not call me skinny, or I'm gonna beat them up. So I don't like being called fat, but I don't want to be called skinny either. So you know what I mean? I mean, you feel me? So she talks about that and the pressures of being a certain size and being thin and she talks about a little bit about the modeling industry and uh, I mean I just think uh, this book is a really good read. It's called I'm Judging You. And if she watches this video, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I'm struggling with it. Don't judge me. So highly recommend this book. If you're a reader like I am and you love to read, I highly recommend this book. This is a good read. This is a very good read. It's going to be very enlightening, very entertaining. You're going to find yourself laughing throughout the book. She's very funny. I highly recommend this book. If you're looking for a good read, you're looking to curl up, it's getting cold outside, you're looking to curl up with a good book, this is the book to do. I highly recommend it. This is a good read. And it's not that big, so if you ain't doing nothing, you can probably read it in one day. It's taken me a little while because I've been putting it down because I've been reading it at work. So I'm putting it down, going to do something, coming back. Um, but I'll be done with it tonight because I'm almost done. You see how I got it marked? So I'll be done with it tonight. I've been running through like 2 books a week. So that's not bad considering. So I got some more interesting video topics coming up. This is Sweet June.